Hey, what's up? It's Jose with another YouTube video. So today's video is a little bit more specific to something that I've been talking about here and there in some of my other videos, and that is pursuing my goal of building a chopper. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that I've mentioned this in the past. I want to buy a bike that I can chop and that I can build out and make it my own. I'm no skilled professional by any means, but I'm definitely willing to learn and willing to try, and so I want to document that with you all. If you're interested in working on your bike, if you're interested in modifying your Sportster, or if you're thinking about doing a chopper build yourself. So I encourage you to stick around, subscribe to the channel, and check out all the things that I have planned for this series. And hopefully one of these bikes that I have found on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp works out, and so I'll walk through the process of kind of calling them up or actually going and visiting and checking out the bike and maybe taking some for test rides. I know it might be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm hoping to do that. Yeah, stay tuned. So to fit the ideal criteria, there's a couple of things that I'm looking at. The first category that I have in mind is a nostalgic or a significant year model bike. So what I mean by that is that I'm looking for either a 1989 Sportster, ideally an 883 or a 1200, and same with a 2003 anniversary version Sportster. And the reason why I want to use those 2 years is one, 1989 is the year that I was born. That would be pretty cool. And then the 2003 would be cool because it's the 100-year anniversary of Harley Davidson. Probably doesn't really mean too much because the bike is pretty much the same from the year before and didn't really have anything that was stand out besides the emblem saying anniversary edition. So that's kind of what I'm going for, is those 2 years. That's category one. Category two for me would be buying a bike that's pre-2003. So obviously those 2 years match within that description, but the oldest that I think I'm willing to go is mid-70s, and the reason for that is I want to work on a bike that I know will have relatively low miles, is accessible, but it isn't going to be asking that premium price of your panheads or your shovel heads or whatever else you're going to find that's going to be like $15,000 and it's a junker. So just looking at what's available, what might be something that I could do myself here in the garage, it would be somewhere in that range of, 80s, 90s, and 2003 tops. A lot of the kits for hardtailing a bike are also going to be ideal for like that 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003 era, because a lot of the bikes had a lot of the same or similar features, and so the frame and the jig that was used is kind of from that time frame, and it would be a lot easier to get parts for that, and that there's going to be stuff out there. Obviously you can modify things to make them work, but given what I'm familiar with, I really want to just get something that I can start to put together here in the garage, and I won't have to outsource too much of that. Yeah, that's category two, is again 2003 and older, but really capped out in the late 70s, and ideally somewhere between the 2000 to the 2003 era. And category three, and this one is probably a far-fetched long shot, something that I'm also really not taking too seriously, but if the perfect opportunity presented itself, I would totally go for it. And that is either a 2004 up Sportster. Yeah, it's not really something that I'm looking into as seriously as the Sportsters from 2003 and before, but I definitely am interested in seeing what's out there. There might be a really good opportunity to get something in the late 2000s that can actually fit the bill, and I would be able to get a very specific frame for this, and then just plop all of the innards into that frame, and that's the gas box frame that I've been looking at even for this bike. That's category three. It's kind of a long shot. It's definitely not something that I'm pursuing as seriously. And I don't really have a time frame for this so much as I just want to get the things that I know are going to work and that are available. There's, again, so many hundreds if not thousands of parts available for choppers, and so I definitely want to build something here in my garage with my own two hands as we get closer into winter. All right, so I want to list out a few of the bikes that I have saved right now. This is from OfferUp, and currently I have 5 items that are saved under my quick save option. One of them is a 2000 Sportster 1200. It's listed at 4,200 bucks. It was posted about 3 months ago, so I don't know actually how true the ad is. It says that it's at 11,250 miles. It comes with a couple of extras, and it's also in Edgewood, which is kind of far. But yeah, 3 months old, but they want 4,200 bucks for this 2000 Sportster 1200. It's all black with some red trim. The next one on my list here is actually a really cool looking bike. This is kind of one of those bikes where you almost don't want to chop because it looks so damn good. And this is a 1979 Harley Davidson XLS 1000. It was posted about 11 days ago from filming, and they want 4,300 bucks. This thing looks like it has been super well taken care of. The pictures look flawless. Yeah, it's definitely something that just looks amazing. Next one on the list is the 2003 Harley Davidson Sportster 883. This is actually one that I saw on Facebook Marketplace as well, and they have it originally listed 2 months ago for 4,500 bucks. But since then, like I said, on Facebook Marketplace, they have it listed for 4,200 bucks, and it says it has less than 4,000 miles, and the picture that they have shows around 3,500. So yeah, this one's kind of cool. Looks like it's got the all black paint, the anniversary edition. It's got some extras like the windshield, hard bags that lock, and then a crash bar on there. It definitely doesn't look the best, but it looks fine. Yeah, so I'll reach out and see what happens. Like I mentioned, on Facebook Marketplace, there's a few options on here as well. And the ones that I have listed, let's see if I can run through these real quick. Some have already sold from the time I saved them, which was just yesterday. So bikes are moving. The first one on my list is a 1989 Harley Davidson Sportster 1200. I sent a message on Facebook that said, I'm interested. It looks like you prefer someone texting you. Can you give me your phone number? And they responded, and so I've reached out already, but I haven't got a call back. So that one's a 1989. It's got less than 15,000 miles on it, and they're asking 3,500 bucks. It looks like it's in pure stock form. It doesn't look like it's been touched, and it looks great. It looks awesome. I really like the red paint job on it, and it's the 1200, so that's a nice added bonus. This next one on my list is also a 1989 Harley Davidson Sportster, and I actually think it's the exact same ad, but it's just listed by someone else, and I have no idea why, but I did not message them, and I might do so to see and confirm if it's the same person from the previous ad. The pictures look slightly different, but almost the text is exactly the same. So I'm also skeptical. This might be a scam, or it might be a little sketchy, because sometimes you see these too good to be true deals, and then you end up wasting your time. The next one on here is the 2001 Sportster 883. They have it listed from 4 weeks ago. They're actually up in Everett, which is about an hour to 2 hours depending on traffic, but it's got about 15,000 miles on it, and they're wanting $3,000 for it. So yeah, it doesn't look great. That's probably one I won't actually reach out to, but I figured I'd save it because it fell within my criteria. All right, well, that's the list I have. A few options, a few bikes that I've seen. My price point, my ideal price point is less than $3,500. I've actually thought I could get a bike for around $3,000, but it's gonna be really hard to do so. And so hopefully one of these that I reach out to actually bites and I'm able to go and pick that bike up, because I'm committed to this project and I really wanna get it done and I really wanna start. And actually, that guy's calling me, so let's pick up. Hello?
Hang on a second, Joe. Yeah, you called me about the sports trip.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for calling me back. Yeah, and I was just curious to learn a little bit more because it's about an hour and a half away. And so I don't want to necessarily commit to going all the way out there before talking to someone. Yeah, so I was just wondering if you could give me a little insight into the bike. And then maybe we can set a time.
So I just took it from Bremerton to the Hood Canal Bridge, and then over the back way into Kingston, and then back up into Paulsbo, and down into Silverdale, and
Nice.
stopped at Costco, got some gas, and brought it home, and she's running just peachy.
Yeah, this is exciting. Hopefully I make a trip out there either tomorrow or the day after, just because it's about an hour and a half away and that's kind of far for me, especially because I also work a full-time job, and so I need to coordinate perfectly so that I'm there and back before it's too late into the day. This is a hobby, this is just meant to be fun, so I don't want to feel too much pressure about all of this, but it is a real possibility to make this work. So yeah, I'm excited, and hopefully you saw some of the pictures. They look great. Like he said, it hasn't really been touched in a long time. It sounds like it's an older relative's. He has it in his possession now, and he wants it out the door. So we'll see if anything comes of this. Thank you so much for watching this portion. Hopefully this video isn't too long, but maybe in the next video, we will have more details of what happened with my search. So stay tuned. I'll keep you in the loop. So feel free to subscribe. Feel free to add me to social media. Follow me on Instagram at NoWayJose, and then leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and yeah, like this video and share it with your friends. Tell your mom. I don't know. Either way, really appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.